This story is about coolies. The Chinese had an opium war with the British in China in 1839 through 1842. When they finished the Opium War, the Chinese had the Civil War in China called the Taiping Rebellion in 1850 to 1869. 20 million people died.
Many Chinese people died and the British won the Opium War.
Let's go fight the British because this is our country. We are going to win because we have much more better weapons and clothes. Pew, 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 pew. Many Chinese died and lost, and the British won the Opium War. Yay!
China lost. They did not have money because they couldn't find
And no
work
food because the crops died.
Posters promising work in America started appearing in southern China.
Oh, a poster! Let's go! Oh, yes! Let's go to San Francisco and work. Yes!
So some of the Chinese went to the boat to go to San Francisco. Some Chinese needed to go to America to work.
It took 2 months to go to San Francisco. The voyage took 2 months.
Ships were crowded and disease and food was scarce. Some even died. They arrived to San Francisco and the workers were immediately sent to North Sacramento. Work was hard and dangerous. Irish railroad workers were hired by the Union Pacific Railroad Company. 2 railroad companies planned to build tracks to meet in Utah so that the passenger and cargo can cross America in days.
You go and do that dynamite thing, okay?
Okay. The Chinese were treated with little respect. Coolies, get to work, yelled the boss. Coolies meant lowly workers. Despite this, the Chinese laborer continued to work. They laid many miles of railroad track. The Chinese laborer laid tracks through the terrain. They laid track through the
Sierra Nevada mountains. We're almost done with the railroad.
Chinese realized they were paid less than the Irish for doing the same work. They started to protest. This did not work because the bosses had guns. The bosses threatened to send the Chinese back to China. Chinese thought about their starving family in China and continued working.
After many months, it started to snow. The winter month was an especially hard time to work.
If you don't want to die, come and work.
But why? Many of them are dying.
Just work.
Why?
Just work.
Why?
Just work. If you don't work, then you will die.
Okay.
Many of Chinese died in the snow because of the avalanche. The railroad was finally finished, and Americans celebrated but did not invite the Chinese. Some Chinese didn't go back to China. They stayed in San Francisco, but some did go back to China to meet their family. The end. Thanks for watching by Karylle, Sarah, and Brandon.